Hi, Keith here from Academy of Bass, and welcome to my new weekly bass takeaway series in which you're going to learn a new harmonic or rhythmic device every week that you can plug into your playing and start using straight away. Today's lesson is the first of the music theory series, and I'm going to assume that you've got absolutely no prior knowledge, and that way, as we work through every lesson in the series, there won't be any gaps in your understanding. The first thing we need to learn is A, B, C, D, E, F and G. 7 notes, and that's the musical alphabet, but we need to know where those notes are on the neck because that's going to be the key to unlocking all the patterns and shapes that we play, and it's also going to be the foundation of your bass playing from now on. The next thing we need to learn as bass players are the names of the open strings. Now, of course, if you've been playing for any length of time, you're going to know this, but if you're a beginner or new to the bass, the names of the open strings are E, A, D and G. So let's get back to those notes in the musical alphabet now, because we need to learn something about their relationship to each other and the distance between them, or the interval between them, because that's what's going to help us find them on the instrument. So we've got A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Now the distance between each of those notes is a tone. Now on the bass, a tone is 2 frets, a semitone or half a tone is 1 fret, but a tone is 2 frets. So the distance between all of those notes is a tone, with the exception of B to C and E to F. The distance between B and C is only a semitone or 1 fret, and similarly the distance between E and F is only 1 fret or a semitone. So now we can start learning where they are on the neck, and I'm going to start with the E string. So we've got open E, and E is the fictional note on the other side of the nut. The nut is just this strip that the strings pass over. So we've got E, which is this fictional note here, and the next note in the sequence is A, B, C, D, E, F. And we know that the distance between E and F is a semitone or 1 fret. There's E, there's F, so we've got E to F. Moving on from F, we get G. The distance from F to G is a tone or 2 frets, 1, 2. So now we've got E, F, and G. And the next note, once we get to G, we go all the way back to A, and again the distance from G to A is a tone or 2 frets. So there's G, we've got 2 frets to A, so we've got E, F, G and A. Now you can go at this academically and you can learn this formally, but for me, I don't always think that's the best way. If it works for you, that's absolutely fine, you go for it. I prefer to learn things more practically, and as I can, make music out of them. So I'm just simply going to play a little rhythm and say each note. So we've got E, F, G, A, G, F and E. And if you want to test yourself further, then of course you can actually say the note before you play it. Now, I've got to say that I really do think it's important to say the notes. I teach so many students who don't like saying things out loud. They'd rather say things in their head, and that's fine. But there's something about that connection between what you're trying to learn and play and saying things out loud, and it really does help you and show an understanding and commitment to what you're playing and learning. So give it a go. If it's not for you, that's fine, but I really like it and it certainly works for me. By the way, there's a PDF for the lesson, so I'll post a link to that below. It's got everything I've spoken about, and it's got a bunch of great ideas that will help you learn the notes on the neck. And there's some quizzes and games too, just to vary the learning and make it a little bit light-hearted, so make sure you grab that. So let's use what we know now to learn the names of the notes on the A string. So we're starting with open A, and again A is the fictional note on the other side of the nut. The next note is B, which is a tone or 2 frets away, so we've got B. The next note is C. Now B to C is a semitone or 1 fret, which makes that the C. And then we've got D, and D is a tone or 2 frets away from C, so we've got A, B, C and D. So in a matter of minutes we've learned E, F, G, A, open A, B, C and D. So for your homework, why don't you learn the names of the notes on every string up to the first 5 frets? In the next lesson of this series, I'm going to be looking at the few missing notes that I haven't spoken about today, and I'm going to be looking at some more ways of helping you become more familiar with the notes and where they're played on the neck too. Let me know in the comments, by the way, what you think of the lesson, or let me know the names of the notes on the strings that you've done for your homework. Or if you've got some stuff that you'd like me to cover, you'd like to see a series of lessons on, let me know that too. Feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. That way you won't miss out on anything. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoy your practicing. See you next time.